Mike King, backstage. What's up, buddy? Mike King is dealing right now. 2 strikeouts. He's got G-Man Choi up with 1 and 2. He's throwing nasty pitches, man. Nasty sliders, nasty fastball. He's dealing. We're tied 1-1 in the top of the ninth, and we have the right guys coming up. Judge, Rizzo, Stanton are coming up in the bottom of the ninth. So the only way the Yankees can win now is with a walk-off. So hopefully that'll be the case and finish this sweep on the Tampa Bay Rays. And so it's 2-2 right now against Troy. Had a pretty solid game with relief. I'll tell you this, man, it was like kind of a relief patch day with Severino going on the COVID IL. Clark Schmidt threw 3, and then Ryan Weber threw 3 2/3. They brought in Marinaccio. Marinaccio cleaned it up. Got through the 8th, and then they brought in King here. Foul ball. They brought in King, so a well pitched day. I mean, with the exception of a home run given up by Weber, solo shot. That's pretty much the offense. And then Anthony Rizzo tied it up on an RBI single to bring in, I think it was DJ. And that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. So low-scoring game. Again, it's going to have to be a walk-off. So hopefully the Yankees will do this. Chicken pie, baby. What's up, bud? Hicks and Gallo are stinking up the joint. That's one of the things I said the other day. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to get really excited about one good game because then they go back to having 10 shitty games. So that's the unfortunate part of Rizzo and Hicks this year. And not Rizzo, excuse me, Gallo and Hicks. That's what we're getting right now, right? So I totally understand you wanting to DFA the guys. Totally get it. There's a lot of folks that want these guys traded to, Brazil. They just want them almost hit them. 3-2. 3-2. We got 2 outs. Nobody on. Top of the ninth. Choice up with Michael King. But yeah, I totally get you. I'm thinking the reason they're keeping him in is to establish some kind of trade value, but they're not really doing that. So I can understand. I mean, I would at this point just whatever you can get back for them. Whatever you get back, you get back. Even if you have to eat contract, eat, and move on, and don't block opportunities for other kids. And that's the way I'm looking at it. I mean, maybe Florial needs more playing time up here, right? LeCastro, guys like that. So. Toby, what's up, brother? Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. That's the subway style. Those are the trains that go to 161st Street, man. And my usual one is the 4 train. All right, walk Choi. We got a runner on first. King got a little wild for the last 2 pitches, so runner on first, 2 outs. We have Diaz coming up, so got to get out of this. Mazza, my man, what's up in it, brother? What's going on, brother? Balling with AC, what's happening, my man? FJ, good evening to you too. Sean Fell, what's up? Yeah, I mean, this next 3 weeks, Sean, is a really, really I know the Yankees are on pace for like 117, 118 wins, which is fantastic. But like this test the next 3 weeks will tell us whether we stay on that pace or fall off. This is I think the toughest test they're going to have right now. Maybe all season, actually. So, 0-1. 0-1. We got King up. Diaz is up. He's 1 for 3. So, let's just get out of this inning, baby. Wink the man's in the house. Udel's in the house. Marwin Gonzalez, too, is another guy who should be getting some more playing time. Absolutely, Radici. Chicken Park. Absolutely. What's good, Tom Hexrick? What's happening? 1-1. Let's go, man. Matthew Gauthier, how you doing, my man? Yeah, Judge, Rizzo, Stanton are coming up in the bottom of the ninth. So the perfect trio of guys to potentially help us get a walk-off, which would be fantastic. So strike 1-2. King looks like he's locked back in now. So come on. Let's get out of this, man. Let's get out of this and bring the big boys up and let's walk this off and go, get ready for Toronto next. So, and they're playing 20 straight games, so it's it's not going to be a cakewalk. They're going to have a test, pretty much a test every day. So, 1-2 pitch, foul tip. Carpenter has not played tonight, Mazin. Now, At least not that I've seen. It's like he's got the day off. He's hanging out in the. He wasn't in the starting lineup, and I haven't seen him. I mean, unless he pinch it for someone that I missed, but I haven't seen him in there. So my guess, I mean, I'm hoping that they put him up against some of the guys that are going to be in Toronto, like Manoa and some of these other guys. So that's the next test, obviously Toronto. So we can get through. If we sweep Tampa Bay, that's a hell of a start. I'll tell you that much, man. So then Tampa Bay will be back in like a week or two. So we have to do it again. Come on, come on, come on. Diving catch, Marwin Gonzalez, baby, in right field to end the game. Took a base hit. That could have been a game, a go-ahead run right there. Marwin with the diving catch in right field. Fantastic. Game's not over. What am I talking about? Innings over. The inning's over to end it. Now let's get it over and let's try to walk this freaking thing off. So, yeah, we got Judge, Rizzo, and Stanton. What a catch to end the inning. That would have been the go-ahead run. I'm not sure, Mazza. That's a good question. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing it's a matchup thing, or I'm not sure. Yeah, Toronto and Boston lost today, so it would be a good opportunity to pick up a game on everybody. If they beat Tampa, they pick up a game on them, and they pick up a game on Boston and Tampa. So that would be a nice, nice way to end the day. Any trade? Nothing yet, Toby. Nothing that we know of. I'm sure Cashman's looking into it. I just don't know if there's any momentum or how much momentum there is. There doesn't seem to be much interest on either one of them right now because of the way they're playing. So, and quite honestly, I can't blame teams for not wanting to be interested, or teams don't want to give up anything for them, and I can't blame them for not wanting to do that either. So, you might get a marginal prospect for either one, just get some payroll relief, and then play some of the guys that they have, and hope for a little bit more production. Let LeCastro, once LeCastro's back, give him an opportunity, and you'll get more speed in the outfield. You get some defense, right? So. We'll see. We will see. So, but heading into the bottom of the ninth, man. Yes, indeed, Maz. Bottom nine, baby. Carpenter is available on the bench, Chicken Parm. Don't be surprised if he. Now we're going to the bottom nine, Mazza. We're in walk-off territory now, so, you might see Carpenter in the bottom of the ninth. You might, but yeah, Princess Torres. I would agree. Sweeping the series would be fantastic. So. Bad News Bears are interested in Coach Morris Buttermaker. Billy Bob Thornton, right? Backstage, we'll see you in a few, my man. I will see you in a few, bud. Let's go, man. Let's go, Yankees. By the way, while we're waiting, smash that like button, please. If you don't mind, let's get those likes up really quickly while we're waiting for a hopeful walk-off here. And then hopefully we can celebrate it here. And I'm sure we'll get a bunch more people hop in once the game's over. Sean Armstrong is in. Aaron Judge is 0 for 1. 0 for 1. I got a couple walks, so. Ryan, no, I don't have any here. Big Mac for a walk-off. I wouldn't. No, I'd have to go out and get one. Yeah. But I will institute a Big Mac at some point soon. Ryan P. That's for sure. No, I was just thinking that too, Maz. It's like these are the types of games. Like we're beating the Rays the way that they were beating us for the last couple of years. So it's almost like the tides have turned a little bit, right? Flipping the script on these guys. So it's a good thing. The Yankees would not be winning these games. And again, I said this last night. Through the same amount of games last year, like a 61 or 62 games, the Yankees are only one game over 500. Now they're 30. So it goes to show how much better this team is than last year's team. So that's a good sign. It's a good sign. Christopher Woods in the house. What's up, man? Steamrolling. Yeah. I mean, the Yankees are playing fantastic with them, man. They really are. I would still, I said this before, I would still fortify the team by the deadline or before the deadline, one way or another, to get some type of reinforcement. So because other teams are going to do it. And all right, it's 2-1 on Judge. Pop up to right field. 1 out. Pop up to right field. 1 out. All right, Rizzo's coming up. Rizzo is 1 for 3 tonight. Hirsch, I know, Rudel. I have not heard from Hirsch. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't. Yeah, that's a good question. I've not. Have you heard from him at all? I hope Hirsch is okay. I hope he's doing well. Yeah, Jonathan. I think. Well, they kind of alluded to the fact yesterday and the day before maybe that they're not getting the types of returns that they want on Andujar. And I don't think they they would be wise to expect a haul back for him because they're not going to get a haul, even though he's hitting over 300 right now at AAA. I mean, I wouldn't be expecting some kind of massive haul. Just move on, and let's keep this thing moving, man. 0-1, 1-1 to Rizzo. 1-1 to Rizzo. Mazza, this team is way more exciting and fun to watch. Heck yeah. Only on Saturday broadcast for Hirsch. Oh, that's true too, you. Yeah. Maybe he's just really busy during the week. Again, we haven't always gone live. It's only been the last couple of weeks that I started going live a lot more often in the game. So I'd like to do some more engagement with you folks during the week after this game so we can really stay linked in on what's going on here. Boone on Holmes when Chapman comes back. He'll do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing, Ballin, that Holmes will get the big save situations, and then Chapman will get opportunities to save in days where they're giving Holmes a break or whatever. They're up by 4 runs or whatever it is. I don't see them putting in Holmes to waste them for them to put in Cashman. I mean, to put in Chapman and something like that. I don't see something like that happening. Walk off Rizzo. Walk off Rizzo. Walk off home run for Anthony Rizzo, baby. Sweep the Rays. Get mobbed at the plate. Get mobbed at the plate, baby. Yankees win 2-1. They sweep them. Sweep their asses, man. Oh, baby. Yes, what I'm talking about, man. Let's effing go, baby. I knew that was gone as soon as he hit it, man. He hit it perfectly. I mean, it was just... This is the 8th walk-off win for the Yankees this year. Unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. Even Rizzo just stood there and... Oh, man. What a freaking game. What a game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All the guys in the dugout like this, and they're re-showing it right now. Cole's jumping over, Judge is jumping over, everybody's fired up. Fired up, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Just swept the Rays, man, in epic fashion. Yeah, Meredith Marakovitz here. Marakovitz is talking to Rizzo now, baby. Another hero up, another hero. I mean, oh, God. I love it. How can you not love this team, man? That's their 14th consecutive win at home. And unbelievable. 24-7 at home. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Holy crap. The Magic is definitely in the Bronx. Tim King and Jordan's believer. Yeah, and they picked up a game on Toronto, Boston, and Tampa, Lorenzo. Like, keep stretching that lead out. Make it impossible for them to catch us. Don't get into that spot where last year we had that one game wild card last year to put us in a shit situation. Avoid that this year. Put this out of reach, man. Jay, that's a good point too. He got both RBIs this game. Yes, he did. RBI single before to tie it. Walk-off home run to win it. 7 wins in a row for the Yankees. Another good streak. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Division clinch on September 1st. You calling that, Winkton, man? Man, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. An early clinch like that, baby. Oh, oh. Yeah, I mean Rizzo. I mean they could have potentially have 30 home runs this early on. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Christopher. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Matt Olson, Freddie Freeman, forget about it. We got Rizzo. Check and Parham. I mean, it's hard to debate that, right? It really is, man. Rizzo has been a godsend for the Yankees. I hope he doesn't opt out. I really hope he doesn't. Ugh, that would suck. I would tack another year onto the back of his deal, and or another two. Like, just take care of the boy. Oh man, fantastic win! Fantastic win! Oh, beautiful. Did we just catch the '98 Yankees record? I think Ryan. I think we might be. Yeah, I think we might have caught it. Look at them. Look at them. They're all jumping over the fence. They knew it was gone. Carpenter, Cole, Cole, and Judge were the first three over the fence. It looks like. On the Yankees, I'm letting Tyon walk and giving Schmidt a run. Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one, Greg. That's a tough one, Greg. Well, I'm of the opinion they should re-sign Tyon. Their pitching depth is. They need that. They need that. So, but again, if they did, I mean, yeah, I'm curious to see what they do. I really am curious to see what they do. It's going to be one way or another. It's going to be fascinating to see what they do with the deadline, to see what they do this off season. So, like, those are the two pivotal times for the Yankees, right? And what do they do at the deadline? How much do they bring in at the deadline? How much better does the team get at the deadline? Is it enough to get to the World Series and potentially win the World Series, even if Judge walks? Like, there's so many different scenarios and so many different questions to ask that it's really, really, it's difficult to answer any of them, but it's also it's really fascinating too. It's very fascinating. So, but the Yankees are on fire in the Bronx, man. Absolute fire. It's just ridiculous, man. Best Yankee season that I've ever witnessed since being introduced. And I'm telling you, big boy, telling you, Boone's a part of this. Got to give Boone credit. Got to give Cashman credit for this. Bring him back. Like, if they go 50-50 for the rest of the season, they would still have 98 wins. Isn't that ridiculous, big boy? Absolutely ridiculous. And we know. I mean, I'm pretty confident they're not going to go 50-50. So that's crazy, man. I think Tyon gets re-signed too. It's hard to find reliable pitching. It really, really is. So, yeah. Aiden, I mean, Sandy Alcantara would be nice. I'm not sure he'll get traded, though. I'm just not sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Montez is going to be probably the free agent target for a lot of folks. It's going to be really fascinating this next 6 weeks heading up to the deadline. It's going to be freaking nuts. It's going to be freaking nuts. So we'll keep padding stuff. We'll keep putting out videos, any inklings, like any rumblings, hot stove news, and breaking news, and any type of trades that happen before the deadline. And if you haven't heard me, I'm going to go live that day of deadline. The deadline's usually 4 p.m., so I'm going to go live at 12 and just go from 12 to 5. So we'll be rocking and rolling. And every deal that comes in, you're going to get it here immediately. You're going to get all the details and whatnot, especially if it's Yankee stuff. And anything that's happened early that day or the days prior, I'll lead off the video. I'll start off the live stream with that, so you're caught up to speed with everything. So, but if you haven't subscribed and you're here, I hope you do, so that you don't miss these types of things. So, because it's going to be freaking fascinating the rest of the season. It's going to be freaking nuts. So, smash that like button, folks. We're at 45. I think we can get to 100 pretty quickly. We got 123 in here already. So, and people are starting to really, really filter in. So let's see if we can rock and roll. Let's see if we can get up to 75 and get up to 100. See if we can take 2 big steps here. It's greatly appreciated, hitting that like button. It's just really helpful to the channel, and I do appreciate it very much. But who else we got on here? Aiden's in the house. Savage, Torres. The best and probably the strongest team. We could do it after the live backstage. I would need a few minutes to set up, and so if you want to set up a Zoom and that stuff, set it up, and then we'll We'll put it together. We'll do it. I already have like all the stuff we were talking about. I have it written in my book and whatnot, so we can go over things. And um, it'll be fun, man. It'll be fun backstage. And this one's gonna go on your channel, right? Not mine. The last one was on mine. I think we're alternating, right? If I remember correctly. I'll obviously promote it on mine too. But yeah, if you don't know, I'm doing a monthly podcast with Backstage Baseball. So and hello, and we have a lot of fun. So this one's going to be pretty good, and I hope you take a look at it. So if you haven't subscribed to Backstage Baseball, make sure you do that. Another young up and coming baseball YouTuber, big Yankee fan, very knowledgeable. He's even had Jack Curry from the Yankees on his channel recently as a guest. So check that out as well. But definitely, if you don't mind, give him some support as well. We're really trying to, increase the Yankee YouTuber presence here. So, and he's one of the good ones. He's one of the good ones. Do I think the Rays, Yankees, and Blue Jays? I'm not sure about the Red Sox, but I could see the Rays, Jays, and Yankees. But anything can happen. Right now, I'm not sure about the Red Sox. But we're at 67. We almost doubled our likes. Let's see if we can get to 100 as quick as possible. Going to the game Saturday. Fantastic. I think Saturday is the Alek Manoah game. That'd be nuts. Bat against 7-7. Appreciate you, man. 10-game lead is a freaking nuts, this lead, man. Just keep padding the lead, man. Keep padding it, man. So, exactly, Matt F. Exactly, man. This new heroes all the time. Love, bro. Backstage. Much love, brother. Much love. I got you, man. Imagine we sweep Toronto. Then it would be awesome. It would be awesome, big boy. I would love it, man. Don't want to be flying the yoga, but DJ not the same. I'm not really worried about DJ. He's doing the things. I mean, it's really hard to replicate a 360 season. So, copy that backstage. Copy that. With the email. It's hard to replicate a 360 season. So, I mean, that was a hell of a season, and But I get what you're saying about DJ. Marwin had a game-saving catch. That ball, had it gone by him, they would have scored, and they would have been up 2-1. But yeah, they're winning these short. Yeah, man, big boy. They were losing these types of games last year. These 2-1 games, right? These 3-2 games. And now they're winning them. They're winning. They're finding different ways to win, and it's fantastic. Fantastic, man. I mean, really. Leonard. Best Yankee pitching staff ever all around. I'm 72. Dude, God bless you, Leonard. So I'm sure you've seen a lot of good Yankee baseball, man. That's awesome. Marco C here. I mean, Schmidt was great. Ryan Weber was fantastic. Like, there were a lot of, yeah, man. Weber, like, what a great performance by Weber and Schmidt. Fantastic. Marinaccio came in, and the kids, and they didn't use, they didn't have to use any of their big guns tonight. I mean, they used Mike King, but, like, they didn't have to use Holmes. They didn't have to use Wandy. Like, there was like Lick you didn't have to use. They didn't have to use, a bunch of these guys, which is good, man, which is good. What if we don't get another starter at the deadline, Sibia, but instead get 2 relief pitchers? I mean, if they did that, then I would probably call up either J.P. Sears or Ken Waldichuk and give them a chance just for some more starting pitching depth one way or another. And that's what I would do. But if they got Bednar, could you imagine if they got Bednar and Hader? Like, that would be pure insanity. Pure insanity. I mean, there would be no way for teams to get through this thing. It's crazy. Daily Dose, what's up, buddy? King Blaze, what's happening, man? When a starter goes on the COVID and then before the game, yeah. I mean, it's just, hopefully he'll be back shortly, in good health. I mean, maybe it's a good sign too that he's getting his arm a little bit of a rest, right? Because he's going to be on innings limitations anyway, so not necessarily a bad thing. I'm sure he'll throw a good bullpen in a couple of days once he tests negative, and I think he'll be fine. Severino. Yeah, man. I mean, Tyone's been great this offseason. He got significantly better this year. And he's adapting well to the Matt Blake kind of philosophy and system. So, and he's an integral part of this rotation, man. I'm trying to keep these guys around as long as possible, you know? So, Brian P, 11 games over Tampa. It's nuts. I mean, it's really nuts. And yeah, and Britton and Herman are coming back soon too. Sevilla, yeah, exactly. I mean, they're getting some reinforcements, and Lasagna's coming back soon too. So there are some guys that are coming back. Just hope that it's healthy and whatnot. So, but Big Boy's right too, man. Isn't the 98 team, it's the 22 team. It's a different run. Duffney, I got it for you, baby. I got it for you. I didn't forget you tonight, buddy. What's happening? D-Rod's in the house too. What is good? Loizaga, I mean, it sounds as if he's projected to be back in July. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, you know, anything that pertains to the shoulder or the back or something like that can hamper somebody a decent amount. So I think they're taking it gingerly with Lasagna because he is a valuable part of the bullpen. So, you know, I'd rather them be conservative and utilize the guys they have right now so he comes back healthy and not having to risk any more setbacks. So that's what I'm guessing, D-Rod. But I'm sounding the conservative estimate is July. It's a mid-July maybe. Hopefully it won't be that late, but they have enough to withstand it for now. Especially if, you know, like a Ryan Weber coming out of nowhere and, you know, Manny Benuelos a little bit more, Schmidt, like Marinaccio. I mean, they got some reinforcements, right? And they got Miguel Castro is also turning into a valuable piece in the bullpen. So it's crazy. Me retired? No, I teach martial arts, man. Teach martial arts, me. Sevi tested negative. Yeah, he had the symptoms though. So generally, COVID, you know, a positive test doesn't usually show up for about 48 hours. So my guess is they're going to test him again tomorrow and the next day or whatever, and then hopefully have him back, you know, in the group sooner than later. I think he's going to be out for 5 days, but they took the precautions of getting him to quarantine so he's not exposed to the rest of the team, just in case he does test positive. So, like, I get it. Mazza too, yeah, sweet put us in the driver's seat, man. Yeah, it did, Mazza. Damn right it did. Yeah, man. What is good, man? What is good? Man, this thing's going pretty fast now. The chat is jacked up. The chat's going fast, Dominic. It's going really fast, man. What are you seeing on your end? Are you not seeing the are you not seeing the stuff on the side, Dominic? I want to make sure that you're seeing it at the very least. Marwin deserves to play well. Hicks, I would agree with you 100%, Sean. Sit one of them, play Marwin, give him a chance. He's a valuable piece, and he's the only guy that plays mostly infield and outfield. So that type of versatility in the utility role is a good thing to have. So it's definitely a different feeling when you win, man. 100,000%. So yeah, I think the Yankees will probably have 3 to 4 All-Stars, Kyle. They could have more. You're right. So, but I'm thinking probably 3 or 4. Marcos, it looks like Blake can make anybody awesome. Like it's kind of nuts, right? I mean, I hope he does that with Chapman. So when Chapman comes back, hopefully he's healthy and he can help him resurrect what he's got. So he's a big, strong guy, but I think a lot of it's up here too, and mechanically he can get out of whack. So we'll see. We'll see. But I would not be just moving Holmes out of the closer role and just giving it back to Chapman. I would not do that. I don't think that's a good idea. So Clark Schmidt was fantastic. By the way, hit that like button. We got 83. We're almost at 100. Let's get over 100 as quick as possible. We always try to get 100 in here if we can. And I appreciate you. Yeah, Monty versus Stripling tomorrow. Tyon Manola versus Manoa on Saturday. And then Cole versus Kikuchi on Father's Day on Sunday. So, by the way, happy Father's Day to all the dads or soon-to-be dads, the granddads, and everybody in here. I'm going to give it to you early just in case I don't see you before then. So, Mark Watson, it's fantastic, dude. Fantastic. I mean, it's awesome to be a Yankee fan, man. It really is. State's up by 18. Yeah, I think they're going to close it out tonight. Are they home, Udo? Are they in Golden State? Oh, Russ, I mean, it depends on – he started to throw, but he's going to have to do some rehab games and some things like that. So I'm still guessing he's going to be a July. But again, you could be right. He could be earlier. Can Hicks retire? Tell me about it, Tyler. God. I know it's ridiculous, man. Only use Chappie if Holmes needs a day off, or if it's like a 4-run lead, you put in Chappie. Like it's Holmes has to be the high leverage situations and closing games, so he's got to be the guy right now. He's 11 for 11 or 12 for 12 in save situations. So that's really hard to stop. And he just tied Mariano Rivera for 28. Was it 28 straight scoreless outings? So it's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Backstage, nice. You took your dad to the game. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, bud. This bullpen being, I mean, if Lasagna gets it right, if Britton gets it right, if Chapman gets it right, man, we have that depth. Yes, most definitely. Ron, you heading out, dude? One more sip for you, buddy. It's for you, Ron. Have a great night, buddy. They're in goal, so yeah, Ron. I mean, I have a feeling they're gonna win it. They're gonna clinch a tie at home, and Golden State's just good. I mean, they're just too good, man. I mean, Boston had a great year, but when Golden State is healthy and magical, and like Curry, they're really hard to beat, man. They're really hard to beat. Do I think the Yankees will get the Grom? No, I don't think so, Armand. I don't think so. I'm not sure if it's worth the risk, to be honest with you. Ryan P, I appreciate that, man. I'll definitely keep it going, man. Appreciate your support and you hanging, spending time with us, man. Yeah, it's hard to. I mean, it's really hard to be confident in Rollins Chapman right now. So he's got to show us something. He really does. I'm with you too, big boy. 4 out of 6 would be nice, man. Hell yeah, hell yeah, no doubt about it, man. Because that would be what 7 out of 9, 7-2. I'll take that, man. Schmidt is a starter, really. Well, he was a starter, so I don't know, man. To be honest with you, he'd be a perfect long relief guy, like a Michael King. Sometimes people are perfect for that role, and I think Schmidt seems to be kind of suited for that role. So Hawaiian dude, yeah, for mop up work for Chapman. I mean, it's just what Mark Watson. I appreciate that, man. Happy Father's Day too, man. I would put him in a 7th inning, Chapman or something like that. So Clay Thompson, Steph Curry, all these guys. I mean, it's a fantastic, man. Yeah, if DeGrom was able to stay healthy, he'd be a valuable piece. But I don't know, man. At this point, and he's older too, DeGrom. We got 96 likes, almost at 100, baby. Ryan Weber, they got recently. He had experience at the major leagues, and he played with Tampa, and they just got him another one of these brilliant Cashman finds off the scrap heap. And he must have some dude in the back alley just like selling players on the black market or something, man. What? He's good at this, man. Would I sign Musgrove? I would offer him. He's going to be 30, so I mean, him and Tyon, I think, are going to be and DeGrom if he's healthy. But Musgrove's going to get paid, just like Tyon's going to get paid. I would add Musgrove. Like, it would be awesome if they re-signed Tyon and added Musgrove. I kind of like that. Another kind of reliable arm in the bullpen would be fantastic. So, well, that too, Michael Jackson. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing about Tyon about Britton too is that when he gets back up to the majors, it takes him weeks, sometimes a month, to kind of find his groove again. So, and that's happened quite a few times. So even last year, so I wouldn't rely on him too much just yet. So, Scherzer simulated game predicted back before DeGrom would go. Yeah. I mean, once they get Scherzer and DeGrom back, and if they're healthy, I mean, they're going to be pretty damn formidable. I'll tell you that. If they stay healthy, man, that team's going to be really hard to beat. Really hard to beat, man. Tyler gives me big time nightmares. Chicken Parm went to your first game in 61. At 5, well, Maris, man, unbelievable. Took your grandson to a game in 2016. At 5, you got a Maris. Oh, that's awesome. The Maris connection, I love it. That's awesome, Chicken Power. 27 more chips this century. That would be kind of nice. King Blaze would be very nice, bro. Would be very nice. And if the Yankees can't hit, they still fight. Yeah, man. Whether it's walking, stealing, baiting, whatever it is, capitalizing in so many different ways. And that's one of the things that makes them so different from these other teams, because they weren't doing all this stuff, big boy, right? they were finding ways to lose games instead of winning them, and now it's the other way around. So I think Top Gun is playing an influence on the stash. It could be Woods. It could be. I mean, yeah. Top Gun's kind of epic, man. I saw it twice already. It's epic, dude. It's really freaking good, man. I think they should let Mike King become a starter. I keep him as a long relief guy, Greg Torres, to be honest with you. Yeah, I would keep him in long relief. I think it's a suitable role for him. Nolan DeGrom, take a flyer on Thor. Yeah, I mean, I would take a flyer on Musgrove before Thor, bat against 77. But yeah, I mean, there are a couple of options. I mean, Thor's a hard thrower. Musgrove's been a gamer, so, and we already know Ty already plays well in New York, so that's another thing too. So, yeah, Weber, 31. It was nice, man. It was nice what he gave us tonight, man. I'll take that every so often. Chappie ego is an issue. Hopefully, he'll say. Yeah, at this point, I don't think he has much of a leg to stand on saying I want the closer roll back after what Holmes has been doing, man. Heck no. Heck no. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I think it'd be a huge mistake. Sears, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him again. He had a good game. I think he'll probably get another shot too. Especially if, and again, if they don't acquire a starter at the deadline, I think we'll probably see more Sears or even some Waldachuk. That's what I'm thinking. Got re-injured tonight. Oh God, Tyler, really? Shit. You're right. I hope he comes back strong too. Just adds more firepower to the bullpen. Gets that inning where, and he said he would play inning, whatever inning they wanted him to. So hope he lives up to that word. Put him in the 6th, put him at the 7th. Like, just do it. You know. Armand, what do I think about Yoshinobu Yamamoto? I don't know enough about him, Armand, to be honest with you. So I can't really give you that much of an opinion. I don't know much about him. Um, you know. Yeah. Well, what do we know about him? What do we know about him? If Loaiza comes back strong, does he pitch in the 8th home? Could be. Could be D-Rod. Could very well be. Mm-hmm. Loaiza in the 8th, Holmes in the 9th. That's not a bad. Chapman in the 7th. That's not a bad, that's not a bad lineup on the back end. So, Robert Selsky, happy Father's Day to you too, and have a great weekend, man. Thank you. Have a great night, buddy. Thanks for coming on and spending some time with us. I'm going to wrap it up shortly too. Castillo's a target. So is Montez and some. And again, I'm sure we're going to find out Cashman, either almost trade for some pitcher that we never were thinking of, or trades for a pitcher that we were like, "What? How did that happen?" Because he always does that. He's got the stealth mode. So the O's are, I think, a year or two away from being a decent contender, like a much more competitive team in the AL East. We can see Adley Rushman once he gets a taste of it a little bit more. Cedric Mullins, like they're a young up and coming team. Tyler, I agree with that. Ryan P. Well, that's the thing. Pitching depth. I mean, if you can get a decent starter who's proven at the major league level, then yeah. In a pennant race, yeah, there's no guarantee that AAA player is going to move up and perform well in a pennant race. So just like Esteban Florial, he's great AAA. He can't hit the major league level. So we don't want to risk that if the Yankees are, going for a World Series. So that's the only reason I say bring in a reliable starting pitcher if they can. So at least that's the way I look at it. That's what I would do, but you never know. They could Sears and Waldachuk could be the ones to be brought up here. I just hope it works out. So yeah, Chad Green has been very reliable for the Yankees. Unfortunately, he's hurt, and Tommy John, he's recovering now. So yeah, Blue. I'm happy that the Jays and the Rays and the Sox lost today, and the Yankees won. It's fantastic. Coffee can, yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Benintendi here either. Be a very credible replacement to, I think, Gallo or Hicks, no doubt about it. His lefty contact guys who could defense, and if you're going to go after him, obviously you try to get Scott Barlow. At least I would do that. Be another good arm for the bullpen. Yes, indeed. the one team. Dude, Sean, yeah, 100%, man. The spirit that they're showing and just the energy that they're showing, they're having a special year, man. I hope it stays that way all the way to the end. And they get those 11 wins that they need in the postseason, right? I really hope it happens, man. And I would watch out for the Orioles over the next couple of years, too. 2037. Yes, Gallo's always been a high strikeout guy. That's no doubt about it. High strikeout, high walks, power. It's just that's what you get from him. Bichette hurt his leg. They'll announce if he'll play tomorrow. Okay, well, that could affect it too. They're a little bit banged up too, the Blue Jays. So yeah, I hope they win. I hope they win the series against the Jays. Would I consider a trade for Reynolds or Benintendi, which includes? I don't think adding IKF is gonna, because then our shortstop prospects aren't ready. So I'm not going to get rid of our starting shortstop Adam to get one of those guys. And I don't think they would ask for IKF anyway. They would ask probably one of our top shortstop prospects. These team that would be the more appropriate, I think, trade, Adam. But like for Reynolds, you're probably gonna have to give up Jason Dominguez and probably like an Oswald Peraza and some other players too, or something like that, Adam, to get a Brian Reynolds or Benintendi. They won't have to give up as much because he's a free agent at the end of the year. It won't even cost IKF, and they don't need the Royals don't need a shortstop. They have Bobby Witt Jr. there, so he was the #1 overall prospect in baseball last year. So they don't need a shortstop. Glaber got to teach these old men how to do it. Yeah. 13.5 on Boston. That's fantastic, Tyler. I love those numbers. Exactly, Tyler. Peraza's close, but I'm not quite ready. And again, let's focus on beating the Blue Jays now. And again, Bobby Witt, he trumps all right now at shortstop with the Royals. So, but Oswald Peraza, I could see it being part of a trade for Brian Reynolds. I could see that, or Trey Sweeney or somebody. I could definitely see that. Yeah, I think the Astros will be the toughest test for the Yanks, Ryan P. Over this next week and a half. They're going to be tough, man. They're going to be tough. They're going to be really tough. 10 minutes after the live. Yeah, all right. We could do that backstage. I'm going to wrap it up shortly anyway. So Reynolds is having a little bit of a down year. He's starting to pick it up again, but they're still going to ask for a ransom for him. But if you could capitalize on a down year, then you do that. You do that. So, but all right, so let me wrap this up now because I'm going to go live. I'm going to record with Backstage Baseball, our next podcast. So I want to do that. But thank you, everybody, for coming on. Yankees get the walkout win, baby. Trevor Story's batting .218. Yeah, he was hot for like a week, and then he came back down to earth, Adam. Back down to earth, man. But as long as the Red Sox are down, the Yankees are up, man. I'm happy as a pig in a pigsty. But have a great night, everybody. Thank you for the time and your support. Peace and love, and I'll see you tomorrow night for the live. Over and out.